1995, we need to take a step back and look at the history of the Norwegian krone itself. The Norwegian krone, abbreviated as NOK, has been the official currency of Norway since 1875, replacing the Norwegian spesideler at a rate of 1 krone equals 1 spesideler. The currency is still in use today and is a vital part of Norway's economy. The first 10 kroner coin was introduced in 1875 and has undergone many changes in design, size, and composition over the years. However, by the time we reached the 1990s, Norway's 10 kroner coin had already become a staple in the nation's everyday transactions. In 1995, a very special version of the 10 kroner coin was minted, marking an important chapter in the coin's long history. But before we dive into the specifics of the 1995 coin, let's briefly talk about how the coin came to be and its role in the currency system of Norway. The design of the 10 kroner coin from 1995 is a beautiful reflection of Norway's rich heritage, combining modern and traditional elements. The obverse features an image of the Norwegian coat of arms, which was first used in 1905. The coat of arms consists of a golden lion holding a silver axe, which has been a symbol of Norway for centuries. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a stunning depiction of a Viking ship, which symbolizes Norway's Viking heritage. The ship on the reverse was designed by the talented Norwegian artist and engraver, Harald Hove. The Viking ship is a powerful symbol of Norway's history as a seafaring nation and its medieval Viking roots. This blend of royal imagery and national pride makes the 10 kroner coin from 1995 not just a piece of currency, but a small work of art that tells the story of Norway's past. The coin has a weight of 8.5 grams, a diameter of 24.5 millimeters, and is composed of pure nickel, which gives it a durable and silver-like appearance. The year 1995 was a significant one in Norwegian history, both politically and economically. Norway was not part of the European Union, but its economy was deeply interconnected with Europe. By the mid-1990s, Norway had already established itself as a strong economy, thanks to its rich natural resources, particularly oil and gas. For many Norwegians, the 10 kroner coin was more than just a piece of money. It was a daily essential for public transportation, small purchases, and savings. In fact, the 10 kroner coin in 1995 was worth significantly more than it is today in terms of purchasing power. Inflation and economic changes over the years have affected the value of the currency, but the 1995 coin remains a key symbol of a proud nation. Now, let's talk about what really matters to collectors and investors: the market value of the 1995 10 kroner coin. While many 10 kroner coins from 1995 are still in circulation today, the market value can vary depending on factors such as condition, rarity, and demand. For a typical 10 kroner coin from 1995 in average condition, you can expect it to be worth around $1 to $2 in today's market. That's right, most of these coins are still considered face value or just slightly more, especially if they are still in circulation and not in mint condition. However, if you have a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition or one that has been professionally graded, the value can be significantly higher. Some collectors may pay a premium for a 1995 10 kroner coin in perfect condition, with prices potentially reaching upwards of $10 to $15. But what about the really rare ones? Well, certain variants of the 1995 coin, especially those with minting errors or unique characteristics, can be worth much more. Coins with misprints, off-center strikes, or other rare defects could fetch a premium at auction. In some cases, these error coins have been sold for hundreds of dollars. Now, let's step back and think about the value of this coin from a broader perspective. Beyond the monetary worth, the 1995 10 kroner coin holds immense cultural and historical significance for the Norwegian people. This coin is a reminder of Norway's proud Viking history, its royal heritage, and its modern economic prosperity. It's a tangible link to the nation's past and its journey into the future. For many collectors, this coin is more than just a way to make a profit. It's a piece of history that connects them to a powerful and beautiful culture. If you're interested in starting your own collection of Norwegian coins or simply want to add the 1995 10 kroner to your collection, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, condition is key. A coin in mint or near mint condition will always be more valuable than a worn or damaged one. Always store your coins in a safe, dry place, and consider investing in a quality coin album or display case. Next, try to purchase coins from reputable dealers or auction houses. If you're looking for rare variants, such as those with errors or special features, make sure you have the necessary expertise or get the coin authenticated by a professional grading service. So, there you have it. The 1995 10 kroner coin is a beautiful piece of Norwegian history with a rich design, historical significance, and a market value that can vary depending on its condition and rarity. Whether you're a collector or simply interested in learning about the fascinating world of coins, this coin offers a glimpse into the past and present of Norway. We're diving into one of the most fascinating pieces of currency from the 20th century, the 10 krone coin of 1967 from Norway. Yes, you heard it right. A coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. In this video, we'll explore its history, its significance, and, of course, its market value today. So, let's get started. To understand the value of a coin, we need to start with its history. And that's exactly where we'll begin, with the 10 krone coin of 1967. The coin represents more than just metal and minting. It's a piece of Norwegian history, a symbol of a changing era, and a remarkable example of how currency evolves over time. So, let's go back to the year 1967 and see why this particular coin is so special. The year 1967 was an important time in Norwegian history. The country was in the midst of significant political and social changes. The 10 krone coin, released during this time, was a direct reflection of both these changes and the country's rich heritage. In fact, the coin was part of a larger redesign of Norwegian currency that was intended to modernize the national monetary system. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the coin. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find a simple yet striking design, a portrait of the Norwegian King Olav V. Olav V was a beloved monarch who reigned from 1957 until his death in 1991. The design was created by the famous Norwegian sculptor, Harald Hals, and it shows the king facing left, with the words Olav V. Konung around the rim. This is a symbol of respect for the king, who was very much a beloved figure in Norway during the 1960s. King Olav V played a pivotal role in shaping modern Norway. His reign marked a time of economic prosperity and growth. Under his leadership, Norway continued to expand its welfare system and improve the quality of life for its citizens. So, having his likeness on the 10 krone coin symbolized his significance in Norwegian society and its growing prominence on the international stage. On the reverse side, the design is equally notable. The coin features a traditional and elegant pattern, symbolizing the Norwegian heritage. A crown sits at the center, surrounded by the year 1967 and the denomination, 10kr. It's simple, but beautifully reflective of the country's proud monarchy and rich cultural history. So, why was this coin so important in the 1960s? Well, in 1963, Norway decided to introduce a new series of coins to replace the older krone coins. These new coins were part of a larger revaluation and modernization of the country's currency system. They were designed to be more durable, efficient, and easier to carry for the everyday person. The 10 krone coin of 1967 was part of this ambitious project. It not only marked a change in currency design but also served as a reflection of Norway's modernization as a nation. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so valuable today. Like all collectibles, the value of the 10 krone coin depends on a variety of factors, including its rarity, condition, and demand. Since it was minted in 1967, it is no longer in circulation, and many of the coins have either been lost, damaged, or melted down over time. However, due to its historical significance and relatively limited availability, the 10 krone coin has become a highly sought-after item in the world of numismatics. As of today, the value of the 10 krone 1967 coin can vary widely depending on its condition. A coin in mint condition, meaning it has no signs of wear and still has its original luster, can fetch a price of around $50 to $100 on the open market. Coins with minor signs of wear are typically worth between $20 and $40. But here's where it gets interesting. Rare coins or those with special errors, such as misprints or unusual features, can sell for much higher amounts, sometimes even exceeding $500 or more in some cases. If you're thinking about starting your own coin collection or diving into the world of numismatics, the 10 krone 1967 coin is a great entry point. Not only is it historically significant, but it's also widely available from various dealers and auction sites. There's a thriving community of collectors who specialize in Norwegian coins, and this one, in particular, often makes its way onto their radar. If you do decide to collect one, it's important to ensure you're purchasing from a reputable dealer to avoid counterfeit coins, which, unfortunately, exist in the marketplace. Beyond its market value, the 10 krone 1967 coin holds a great deal of cultural value as well. It reflects Norway's journey as a modern state and serves as a reminder of the country's unique history and rich heritage. For many collectors, it's more than just a piece of currency. It's a link to the past, to the reign of King Olav V, and to a pivotal time in Norway's history. So, whether you're an experienced coin collector or a newcomer just getting into the world of numismatics, the 10-krone coin of 1967 is definitely one to keep an eye on. Its historical importance, coupled with its growing market value, makes it a unique and valuable piece of history. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the lucky person to find one in mint condition at your local flea market or coin shop. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that holds a fascinating legacy and a unique place in numismatic circles, the Danish 2-kroner coin from 1995. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a curious history buff, or someone who stumbled upon this coin and wondering about its value, you've come to the right place. Let's explore the fascinating world of this small but mighty piece of Denmark's heritage. In 1995, Denmark was a nation at a crossroads. The country had been part of the European Union for over 20 years, but it was not a part of the Eurozone, and its currency, the Danish krone, DKK, was still in use. The 2-kroner coin, minted that year, became an iconic symbol of Danish pride and tradition. But what led to the creation of the 2-kroner coin in 1995? The answer lies in the transition Denmark was undergoing at the time. In 1990, Denmark replaced the previous 2-kroner coin with a new design, but the 1995 version brought with it a fresh take, one that has intrigued collectors ever since. The 2-kroner coin is made primarily of cupronickel, a durable and corrosion-resistant material that makes it perfect for everyday use. However, its design, durability, and the year it was minted have made it highly desirable to collectors. The 2-kroner coin from 1995 features some beautiful and intricate design elements. On the obverse side, we see a portrait of Queen Margrethe, Denmark's reigning monarch since 1970. The design was created by Danish sculptor and engraver, Gitte S.K. Jensen. Her depiction of the Queen, captured in profile, represents the elegance and tradition of Danish royal coinage. Below the Queen's portrait is the inscription Margrethe, True Danmarks Dronning, which translates to Margrethe, Queen of Denmark. Flipping the coin over to the reverse side, we see the number, though prominently displayed in large, bold digits. Surrounding the number is the inscription Denmark, along with the year 1995. The reverse is minimalist yet powerful, reflecting the coin's purpose as a representation of Denmark's currency in the international arena. Additionally, the coin's edge has a finely textured reading, a signature feature that gives it a premium feel and makes it easy to recognize. 1995 was a significant year for Denmark. The country was still basking in the success of the Copenhagen summit and taking major strides in the areas of technology, politics, and global diplomacy. However, Denmark had also faced challenges, especially in relation to its European identity and currency debates. The Danes had famously rejected the Maastricht Treaty, which would have committed Denmark to the European Union's single currency, the euro, several years earlier. As Denmark moved into the mid-90s, the country remained committed to the krone, and the Danish mint took steps to revitalize its coinage. In particular, the 2-kroner coin was designed to honor both Denmark's past and its future, reflecting a modern yet traditional identity for the Kingdom of Denmark. Interestingly, the 1995 2-kroner coin was not only a symbol of currency but also a reflection of the public's interest in numismatic collection. Its special design and unique features made it a highly sought-after coin among collectors worldwide. Now, let's talk about the market value of this 2-kroner coin. While it's not as rare as some other coins minted during different years, there's a huge demand among collectors for this piece due to its design and historical significance. Generally speaking, the 2-kroner coin from 1995 isn't considered to be of immense value in the general marketplace. If you were to buy it today from a regular dealer or collector, the price would typically range anywhere from $1 to $5, depending on its condition. The coin's face value in Denmark is, of course, 2 krone, but that's just the starting point. However, there's a catch. Coins that are in mint condition, or are proof versions of the 1995 2-kroner, can fetch far higher prices. In fact, collectors have been known to pay up to $50 or more for coins in near-perfect condition, especially if the coin is part of a limited mintage or unique series. While the 1995 2-kroner coin is not particularly rare on its own, there are some rare variants and minting errors that have made certain versions of the coin worth significantly more. For example, proof versions of the 2-kroner coin, which were produced for collectors and have a mirror-like finish, are rare and thus command higher prices. Additionally, if you happen to come across a 1995 2-kroner coin with a minting error, perhaps a double strike or a misspelled word, you could be in for a substantial payout. Errors like these are highly sought after in the numismatic community, as they are viewed as anomalies that make the coin unique. It's not uncommon for rare error coins to fetch thousands of dollars, especially if they're in good condition. While the 2-kroner coin from 1995 might not be a fortune on its own, its historical and collectible value can significantly increase. As a symbol of Denmark's sovereignty and the beautiful craftsmanship of Danish minting, it has become a desirable piece for those who wish to capture a snapshot of a specific moment in Denmark's rich cultural history. Moreover, there are many rare coin enthusiasts who will pay a premium for items that represent a nation's legacy, especially when they come from a time of cultural and economic transition. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity, age, and condition are all key factors that determine the worth of a coin, and this small yet mighty 2-kroner is certainly no exception. In conclusion, while the 1995 2-kroner coin may not be a get-rich-quick type of investment, it carries immense value for those who appreciate its historical significance, unique design, and the role it played in Denmark's economic landscape. Whether you're looking to start a collection or simply want to own a piece of Danish heritage, this coin is a beautiful addition to any numismatic portfolio. So, the next time you spot a 2-kroner coin from 1995, don't dismiss it as just another piece of pocket change. You might be holding a gem of history with a story to tell. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of coins, history, and value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Danish 2-kroner coin from 1995, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content on coins, currencies, and collectibles from around the world. See you in the next video. Feel free to adjust the pacing and visuals to your personal style and the type of audience you're targeting. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 25-or coin from 1962. You may have seen one of these coins in your grandmother's old jewelry box, or perhaps you found one stashed away in a drawer. But how much do you really know about it? In this video, we'll explore its history, how it came to be, its market value today, and why it's not just a coin, it's a potential treasure. The 25-or coin you're looking at was minted in Sweden in 1962. But to understand its importance, we need to take a brief journey back in time. The ore is a subunit of the Swedish krona, which is the official currency of Sweden. The name ore comes from the Old Norse word ore, meaning money or wealth, which already hints at the coin's importance in Swedish culture. In the 1960s, Sweden was undergoing major political, economic, and cultural shifts. The country was emerging as one of the world's most prosperous nations. The economy was booming, especially in industries like manufacturing, trade, and technology. This era of prosperity called for currency that would reflect Sweden's growing power and stability in the global economy. Enter the 25-or, or coin. Prior to the 1960s, Sweden had used several different coin designs, but the 25-or coin introduced in 1962 was one of the most iconic of its time. It was part of a new series of coins that were minted to modernize Sweden's currency system. The coin itself is made of a composition of copper nickel, a durable and easily produced alloy that helped in keeping the cost of minting down while maintaining a striking visual appearance. Before the 1962 series, the 25-or coin had undergone several changes since it was first introduced in 1873. But with the introduction of the 1962 coin, a fresh, modern design was chosen to represent Sweden in a post-war, fast-developing world. The decision was made to issue coins with more artistic value, something that would speak to the country's national pride and economic success. Let's take a closer look at the design. The 25-or coin from 1962 has a very distinct appearance. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of King Gustav II Adolf, who ruled Sweden from 1870 until his death in 1877. His profile is well rendered, with fine detail capturing the dignity of the Swedish monarchy at the time. Gustav II Adolf was an important figure in Swedish history. He was not only the king but also an archaeologist and a prominent patron of the arts, making his image on Swedish coins particularly significant. His profile on the 25-or coin captures the regal and scholarly qualities that defined his reign. On the, you'll see the number 25, representing the denomination, along with the inscription Ori. The design is simple yet elegant, with a small crown symbol above the denomination. Below the number, the year of minting, 1962, is proudly displayed. The overall design of the 25-or coin symbolizes Sweden's commitment to quality, stability, and modernity. Let's jump forward now and discuss the market value of this coin. Back in 1962, the 25-or coin wasn't really a high-value collector's item. It was, after all, just a regular piece of currency used in everyday transactions, worth only a fraction of a Swedish krona. At the time of its release, 25-or was equivalent to about 25 Swedish kronor. So, for the average Swede, this coin was something you might use to buy a loaf of bread, a cup of coffee, or a small item at the store. At the time, The purchasing power of 25 or was quite different from what it is today. It was a convenient coin for small, everyday expenses. However, as time passed, inflation and changes in currency values led to the coin becoming obsolete. In 1972, Sweden stopped minting the 25 or coin, and it was withdrawn from circulation in 1980. So, what about today? In the modern numismatic world, the 25 or coin from 1962 can still be found in circulation, although it's no longer used for transactions. But how much is it worth now? The current market value of the 1962 25 or coin depends on a few factors: its condition, rarity, and whether it's part of a special collection. In general, most 25 or coins from 1962 are valued between $1 to $5, especially if they are in good to excellent condition. Coins that are well preserved or have been graded by professional organizations may fetch higher prices. Interestingly, the value can vary even more if the coin has a unique feature such as a mint error or if it's part of a special set. Coins with errors like misprints, off-center strikes, or other anomalies can often fetch a premium from collectors who seek out these rare and unusual items. So, you might be wondering, why does this coin still matter today? What makes the 25 or coin so special to collectors? The 25 or coin from 1962 is much more than just a piece of old currency. It tells the story of a nation's growth and transformation in the post-war era. It represents a time of economic prosperity and global recognition for Sweden. Its simple yet elegant design reflects the nation's commitment to tradition and modernity. Moreover, the coin represents an era long gone, and that nostalgia is what makes it so desirable to collectors. For many, collecting coins is about connecting with history, a tangible piece of the past that lets you hold in your hands a small but significant reminder of times gone by. Today, the 25 or coin from 1962 can be found in various places. Numismatic dealers, online auction platforms, and specialized marketplaces are excellent places to look if you're hoping to add one to your collection. The coin can also sometimes be found in estate sales or coin shows, where collectors often gather to exchange valuable items. When purchasing a coin like the 25 or, it's important to check the coin's condition and authenticity. Make sure you're dealing with trusted sellers who provide clear details on the coin's grade and history. So, there you have it, the fascinating history, market value, and enduring charm of the 25 or coin from 1962. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious novice, this coin offers a great glimpse into Sweden's numismatic past. It's a reminder that even the most humble coins can hold incredible historical and financial value over time. Thank you for joining us today on this journey through time and money. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future deep dives into the world of coins and collectibles. Have any questions or thoughts? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy collecting.